a 68. Good to see Frida Schindholt back after taking some time away because of a medical procedure. This is at 16. 24 from the AJGA that we'll be watching. Grant Boone and Morgan Pressel watching Andrea Lee.
Tough conditions for this morning wave this morning. A bit of rain, a bit of wind.
Smooths it in for birdie at 14. And then at 5, Jin Young Ko for birdie.
Jin Young back healthy after dealing with some shoulder issues.
Blowing through her hair at the 10th.
Conditions this morning very breezy.
From Switzerland, Morgan Matreau.
This 11th is a tough par 3. What an aggressive shot. Try and break that record again.
Here's Lisette Salas, who's come back this season after an injury. Kept her out of the second half of last year.
The aggressive play.
Back at 8, the 3rd for Nasa.
And Nasa certainly needs to turn things around to the shots that the professionals practice so often because confidence is necessary. Touch and feel.
Is playing over par today, which quite surprised me. There's only been 6 birdies, and it's because of this back right hole location. You saw that putt that Celine had just missed the ridge, the proper side of the ridge. And
Jin Young really not using too much hands, a lot of body movement. Just rotating that club back and through. Got that a little bit thin.
Broke across to the right. This is going to have some speed to it.
And a birdie for Buhai.
Took a significant amount of time away to really rest and recover. And great to see her playing well.
This would be a good place to start playing some improved golf. Yep. I'd say her goal right now would be to get it back to even par.
Right, over at the 11th, this is Morgan Matreau for birdie. Speaking of double bogeys, Morgan, how about Frida Schindholt? Shout out to her. Started with a double.
This from hole high left should have a little bit of left to right movement. Yeah, and that gets her under par for the tournament for the first time.
Does it get any better? Here's Lexi Thompson. This is at the 10th. Beg your pardon, this was just earlier the 9th in that group. Right ahead of Nasa and Jin Young and Brooke. Lexi fighting through injuries as we discussed last week.
His daughter graduated James Madison University. That's a 6-iron up and away.
Okay, to your point, it is the 5th toughest hole in the golf course today.
All right, here is one of your Solheim Cup teammates from a few years ago, Michelle. Lisette Salas, a moment ago at the 11th. And here's Jin Young for birdie at 9.
Nine's a tough hole.
Last year and then even this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's playing so different from last year. I think you guys touched upon it. It was fast last year, lightning fast.
She's playing this just outside the hole on the left. That was incredible.
We're at the 11th and Danielle Kang.
Oh, there you go. Great shot.
How about Danielle? Field average tied for 45th at the moment. Just a moment ago, Yuka Sasso. ...50 in ties, and 24 AJGA players including Asterisk Tally, who's had a busy week already.
Yeah, it just flew in.
As a national monument, and it's pretty spectacular. You get an incredible view here, Grant. I think it's one of the...
Brooke Henderson, third at 10.
Yeah, her second shot landed short right of the green. Ended up with a good lie in this rough. Hole all the way at the very back of this long green.
Oh, that was really well done. She carried it to the middle tier there.
This is actually wasn't a bad place to leave her birdie putt. Of course, she would have liked to have been much closer, but back uphill. She really hasn't, for as well as she's played today, hasn't taken advantage of the par fives. Actually hit this par 5-6. Yeah, this for her first birdie on this back nine. Yeah, really good up and down from that right rough.
It's her third at the par 5 after the double.
Now she has a shot that's not easy. A little clump of sand behind the ball. Green sloping away. Yeah, that was pretty much expected from that lie.
Just a moment ago at 12, Roning Yin.
Yeah, this is a tough par 4 today. It's not a very long hole, but playing straight into the wind. Front hole location. Again, only a quarter of the field to find this green in regulation. And even though she's putting from the back of the green here, this is actually uphill. A wonderful place to putt from.
I'm going to play this a couple cups out to the right. See if she can dial in the right speed. Oh, that had quite a bit of turn. Even she underread that. After that tee shot, pretty much expected a bogey.
I think Brooke is a more linear putter. I think that you see that in the way that she approaches reading putts with her sister. Her sister always pointing to a spot. That just ran out of steam there. But I would say that Brooke is a little bit more, and there's linear putters and non-linear putters.
Lynn Grant for par at the 12th. 2 under is tied for 14th currently. And Austin Kim at the 13th for birdie.
Just putting down the slope here. She missed this little ridge. Made it a much more difficult putt there.
Overcast, gray today, just across the bay from the city. At the 13th, it's Danielle Kang. She played on the Ladies European Tour in Korea last week. Lizette Salas from just off the front. We've seen one made from off the green, and we've seen another. Actually, we've seen several. Danielle Kang, tee shot at 14.
Yeah, good shot. Well done.
Close to her lob wedge. And clipped that pretty nicely. Oh, that sat down. Probably equal distance to the front of the green than to the hole. Yeah, really lovely.
An easy par there.
Putting with a conventional grip now. I'm not sure when she changed to that.
Okay, it looks like she switched about the Chevron Championship was the first time that she started putting with a conventional grip. She was putting left-hand low in Las Vegas.
Shelf on that back left of the green. I'm sure they'll cut the hole there at some stage. Disappointing, though, to have that second shot in here. Chance for an eagle and walk away with a par.
In position to make the Olympic team again for Korea. Roning Yin is going to for China. Here she is up ahead.
It was a great look there, Grant. She was below the hole. Perfect for a birdie.
Back at the 12th, Minji Lee has a third. In the bunker or not?
Looks like by her setup that it is in the bunker. And another beauty after that one on the last hole as well. Just really well judged.
And let's see how Lizette plays this third at the 15th. Nearly perfectly.
Short iron. This one hanging in the wind. It's pushing it a little left of the flag. See if it's good for distance.
A little bit of wet sand as well.
Saw the nice bunker shot from Minji. This, again, a nice save.
Or so she can go a little bit left and utilize the slope. Hit that pretty strongly. Oh, you can use the back slope too. Yeah, not quite what she had imagined, but still will have a good chance for birdie.
Okay.
Putting together a great round.
It's a grin at Davy Jones and a shrug of the shoulders like, okay, I'll take it. This was Brooke Henderson for birdie at 13.
She's missed the last couple of putts low. Something to watch as she keeps.
Oh, first pull the string, then roll it in, and Jin Young Ko moves to 3 under par.
Yeah, Lexi clubbing back off the tee. Nice tee shot into the middle of the fairway. This from 168. You can see the flag over on the left side of the green today. This just right of the flag.
Good shot.
Just really shallow in attack there.
15 Grant.
Lynn hit a lovely tee shot. This from 138, trying to play a low one in there. This looks really good.
Well over a year. Jin Young Ko for par at 14.
Yeah, putting down off the fringe, downhill right to left.
Yeah, shaking out that right wrist. Still waiting in the fairway, shaking out the wrist where Lexi putts this from right to left, back up the green. Yeah.
Just trying to get steep into it with a wedge.
This is a bogey putt for Jin Young Ko. Careful here.
Left to right down the hill, but it's still a very good look for Lynn. Yeah, walks it in.
What's going on there?
One of the best that we've seen.
And a Nordquist third at 13.
Anna's been playing some really solid golf.
Ooh, that was pretty damn good.
Yeah, good save there.
This was Lizette Salas at 17.
This is such a tough finish. This 17, the third toughest hole on the course, 18, the hardest hole on the golf course, and what a shot there from Lizette.
Minji Lee to tie the lead.
Yes, perfect place to putt from. Pretty much straight up the hill here.
Again, challenging second, coming off a little bit of a downhill lie with a 6-iron. It's going to make that have the loft of more like a 5-iron. But how good is this?
What a spectacular shot right there. This could get even better as it uses that little bit of a backstop with that.
And back over her right shoulder. Lizette Salas with a birdie at that tough 17th.
The flag all the way at the back of the green today. Falls slightly above Lexi's feet. And this one, she's trying to hit a little cut in there. It's middle of the green. 112 yards for Lynn Grant. Got a shot making here for Grant. This is right at the flag, but is it enough?
Yeah, that's what this whole location, all the shelf back there is only about 6 paces deep. It's so tough to get it back.
Quite a day for Lizette. She tries to get herself back in shape. Jin Young Ko, 15. And a good bounce back for Jin Young.
Just going to get the speed right at the top of the hill.
No bogeys for Lynn.
Yeah, get up and down that.
Yeah, those 2 pars are really, really solid for Roning there. And
Anna Nordquist bogey putted 14. Back at 15, we saw Minjee Lee come up short right, so this is for par. Okay, that could come in handy.
yeah, just going to find that same gully where Lynn Grant, it's just such a small piece of land there where that hole is located today.
This hole really challenging. Brooke Henderson's the only one in this threesome that has a legit birdie opportunity. Jin Young dealing with that swale and dealt with it pretty well.
Says she's fully healthy after that new shoulder injury that happened earlier this year. Took some time off.
About 25 feet. Should pull to her right. This to get back under par.
Just keeps experimenting. Flag out, flag in. Left hand low, conventional.
Roning's going to chip this one below the level of the green. Not a huge amount of green to work with. That ran out nicely. Took a big firm first bounce. Should be another par save.
This is Minjee Lee over at the 16th.
Yeah, let's see if Minjee threatens this whole location. It's just so hard for players to land it up and over that slope.
Finishing up at 9, Mi-Hyung Lee.
Just downwind, tough to get the ball to stop. But going to try and use the backstop here. Look at this.
She's had a terrific season. She's top 20 in the race to the CME Globe.
And we talked earlier about that wind dying down. It is ramped up again for sure. Playing to that hole location. It was the Sunday hole location last year.
Over at the 9th, Madeline Sagstrom, who along with Rose Zhang ran away from the rest of the field last week, finishing up. Oh, and what a way to finish.
Great fucking flower right there.
And a great approach from Mi-Hyung Lee at the 9th. Okay.
Really deep, short right of the green. Lexi's found that first one. And a pretty good effort there.
Oh, really good. Jin Young Ko for par at 17.
This is really unfortunate, Tom. The last thing that you want to see is a player struggle through an injury like this. What a shot that was, nearly to save another par.